welcome to another episode of Ask Tom. This week, we actually have a question that was asked on the SpeakPipe app. And I'm so excited because I've been answering email questions. I even answered a Google Plus question. But this week, I actually get to hear your voice. And that just makes a world of difference to me. Plus, I spent a lot of money on getting the professional version of the SpeakPipe app so that people could do this. So I'm not saying that, but I got money in the game. So, if you want to, you can ask your questions over on the website on the SpeakPipe app. I greatly appreciate it. Let's find out what today's question is from Donald.
Yes, I would like to know, how do ventriloquists, those that go on the road, how do you deal with the loneliness that you might experience as you're away from home at the great lengths of time and for many a nights?
Donald, thank you so much for asking that question. And thank you so much for using the SpeakPipe app. I appreciate it. Hey, how do we deal with the loneliness? Well, we all deal with it differently. Personally, I cry a lot. I'm a sad person. No, like I say, we're all different. And it really depends on where you are and what you're doing. A lot of times, because I am so internet connected, I carry my computer. And when I get into the hotel room, I start working right away. I hook up to the Wi-Fi and I start going to work. I don't do a lot of sightseeing, although sometimes if I have a little bit of time, and most of the time I don't, I'm into the airport, I'm into the hotel room, I go to the venue, I set up, I do my set, and then I head back. I rest. I may run out and grab something to eat, but generally I want to sit alone. I sit off to myself. I carry a Kindle, so I have plenty of books with me. I love Kindle. Oh my gosh, I got it on my iPad, and years ago I used to have to carry books, which were heavy. Now I've got this thin little iPad that I'm able to carry around a whole slew of books, so that if I'm bored with one, I can just switch over to another. Another thing that I like to do, if I can, is I visit friends. If I have friends in that area, sometimes now, I'm on the road a lot. I don't like to travel, but if they're close enough, they'll come meet me. So I do that once in a great while, not as often as I'd like. I remember one time when I was down in Florida, I met a really good friend, went to his house, and he showed me all his puppets and everything. He has a bunch of Conrad Hart's figures. I enjoyed that to no end. And then we went out to an Applebee's, I think it was, and had a great meal. And another friend came over, and she, joined us, and we just had a great time having some lunch and chatting, and so that was very enjoyable. So each event or each thing is different, and each performer is different. But that's what I do. I either submerge myself in the internet and my work, or I'll rest, or I'll try to hook up with somebody that's in that part of the country. And if there's not anybody in that part of the country, then it doesn't matter. I just I dive into my computer. I don't know what some of the others do. Maybe that would be a good question to ask. And you know what? I'm going to do that. We'll ask that on an upcoming issue or episode of Mayor Ventriloquist Radio. So, Donald, thanks again for asking your question. If you'd like to ask a question on Ask Tom, please head on over to the website. There's a link below every video. All you have to do is click on that. It'll take you to the SpeakPipe app. You can use the microphone right on your computer. This is mine. And ask your question. So I'll answer it on a future episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'll see you next week.